Hey guys.
Look who got together. It's Sherry, the real Share Bear.
And Gracie NoOneStoppingMeButMe.
We found out we're neighbors, and she lives like 5 minutes up the road from me, so I decided to come pay her a little post-op visit today.
Yay!
How many days out are you?
I had surgery Monday and it's Saturday, so
About 5 days out from
yeah.
surgery, and I'm 2 weeks out from my gallbladder surgery. 4 months out from having VSG, and Gracie had RNY. So, came to see her today, brought her some injury protein powder,
which I've never tried yet before.
Chicken broth. So, hopefully.
So we're hanging out and sipping on some Premier Protein.
Yeah, our little girls are hanging out, spying on us over in the background too. They might come ambush us in a minute. We gotta watch them.
Nosy girls.
They're slippery. So how are things going with you post-op?
Good. Pain has been good. I'm happy for that. I haven't had any pain medicine actually since last night. So I'm doing good on that end, and nausea is so much better. I had a terrible reaction to anesthesia, so I'm glad to be recovering from that. Yeah. That was probably the worst part for me, was the anesthesia of the surgery. So I'm doing good, and it doesn't seem real still yet that I actually had surgery. It still feels like I'm still pre-op, kind of.
Yeah, and you're going through the motions, writing down everything.
Yep. With my little charts and my little pills set up here in my living room.
I remember how it was fresh pre-op. How about, like, with your family? Has it changed? Anything changed with them?
Not yet, I don't think.
Did they notice that you're doing something different now than you were before?
Yeah, well, it's obvious when they had pizza last night for dinner, and I was over here like,
yeah, drooling. I was going to ask you how that has been.
Drooling as they ate Papa John's in front of me while I sip on my protein shake, but
they don't mind, do they? Kids don't care.
Kids don't care.
They're not
worried about you.
Throwing down the pizza.
That's why I'm like, I'm not worried about going to the grocery store. Everyone can fend for themselves. I've got my protein shake, and I'm on board. So.
And you've got your mom around. Does she help cook stuff for them?
She does. Yeah, she'll help. Yeah. And the husband helps, and everybody kind of pitches in and take care of everybody else. I'm just focused on me right now.
Yeah.
And it's the first time in my entire life, as a mom, you're always worried about what everybody else is doing and what everybody else needs. And this is the first time in my life I've ever just been focused on what I need to do for me to make my life better and be healthier. So
that's good. You have to take time for yourself, and
but then you feel so guilty, just like as a woman. Anytime you do anything for yourself, you're just like, well, I should be doing this for the kids, or I should be doing this for everybody else. But I'm really like, this is a huge deal, and surgery is a big step. So I'm not worried about everybody else right now. And my focus is me.
Right. It should. That's how it should be. You're making a big investment for yourself, and it's going to pay dividends for your family.
Right.
And you know that. So we got a lot in common. She's a nurse. I'm a nurse. We live almost in the same neighborhood.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Our girls are the same age, staring at us over there.
Creeping, eating.
Crazy creepers.
Eating some Papa John's right in front of us.
Do you have any questions for me, being a little bit far out? We've kind of been talking already.
I guess, what are the biggest things you've noticed in yourself, since surgery? Like, when you saw the biggest change?
Physical change?
No, everything. Okay. Just the biggest changes, whatever impacted you the most.
Well, I've definitely noticed coming out of my shell a lot. I talked to you earlier about how I was very protective of myself, and always assuming that people thought the worst of me, and being protective that they might say something to hurt my feelings about my weight and stuff like that. And I don't really worry about that as much, and it's helping me to come back out. That's kind of where I came up with my name, the real Share Bear. It's like getting back in touch with the real me and who I really am as a person, and and not just who I had become as the morbidly obese me that was protective. So I feel myself coming back into who I feel like I really am a lot, and that's been cool.
I feel like you're getting to know yourself for the first time in your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's amazing how much the focus changes when you're not focused on what you're going to eat next. Like the things you think about when you're not focused on, ooh, what can I eat later for dinner? You know?
Yeah, and I talked about in one of my latest videos about getting into a new phase where I feel like it's becoming easier and more like intuitive, and like I'm in the habit of knowing like what.
Well, you might as well come show YouTube my puppy, that because they can hear him in the background.
Here comes Tonka.
Yeah.
Get ready for cuteness overload.
Making all the noise. Okay, thank you. Now that we've been interrupted by the kids and the dog.
But I think overall I have like a sense of freedom that is a new feeling for me, where I don't have to consider my size or my physical limitations in every little thing I do. Everywhere I go, everywhere.
Because that's always in the forefront.
Absolutely. When I was 350 plus pounds, I mean, if you ask me to do something, that's the first thing that's going to pop into my head is, well, what will the seating be? Will I be able to fit? Is there any kind of weight or size restrictions? Will I be able to physically keep up with the other people that I'll be doing whatever with? So a lot of it is just feeling more free to consider the possibilities of what I can do now.
Right. So your big whitewater rafting trip you got coming up, is that something you're thinking about? Are you nervous about?
I'm not thinking about my size related to that, but it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting to
Was that something you would have done before surgery? Would you have been brave enough to get out there and do that? Because that's something I've always wanted to do, but my size is big. I'd be like, if I fall in the water, who's going to get me out? You know, I'm too big. Who's going to get me out?
I had thought about doing it before and probably would have, I think, because the rafts are big. I wouldn't think, oh, I'm going to capsize this thing because I'm too big.
Right.
So I probably would have done it, but it just never came into an opportunity for me to do it. So
yeah.
What else?
I don't know. What questions do you have for me?
When can we get together again?
Soon, since you're just down the street, which is awesome.
And our girls are hitting it off. Pizza eaters. They don't care if we're eating protein drinks.
No. Worried about health. I hope they never have this struggle.
Yeah.
I know as a mom, that's one thing I've always worried about. Not so much for my boys, but really for my daughter. And luckily she's thin, and I hope she stays that way. Because, I started to get chubby after puberty.
Right.
And, I was never really big, but after I had kids, that was a wrap.
Yeah.
Kids just killed it. So.
I want to set a better example and have a more active lifestyle to kind of help them have something to transition into, that everything doesn't have to revolve around food, and you can do physical activities, push yourself,
right,
push your limits. And
I don't remember growing up and listening to anybody talk about counting carbs or protein, or those weren't things that you were worried about when you were a kid.
But we weren't sitting around on our phone all the time either. We were outside playing kickball.
Right. being kids.
Hide and go seek.
Before the iPhone, being kids.
Right. Yeah. All right. I can't think of too much else to hit on.
I think we're good. We just wanted to say hi, guys.
We thought it'd be fun to make a video together.
Yeah, now that we're both post-op.
We're neighbors.
Hanging out with the veteran over here.
Yeah, that's funny. That veteran business. Big YouTube sensation that I am. Not. But if you guys are on my channel and you don't follow Gracie, no one's stopping me but me, definitely follow her. She's just getting into the community, hasn't been making videos too long, and she's a nurse and has a lot to say.
And same thing, if you follow me and you don't follow the real Share Bear, definitely follow her.
Definitely.
She's got a lot of knowledge, so hit her channel up. And I hope all our post-op girls are doing well. Everybody who's had surgery with me this week. As you can see, I'm feeling a lot better than I was my last few videos. So we're getting there, girls. Every day it's a little bit better, I feel like. So I'll make a video soon and talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.